I'm going to show you how to do 360 flips out of Toeside row and Heelside row. So this is a super fun trick, and I haven't seen any tutorials for the 360 Toeside row flip, but I've seen some for the 360 Heelside row. And if you're wondering what Heelside row and Toeside row mean, this is a Heelside row, and this is a Toeside row. I'd be comfortable getting into these. You can get into one like this, or you can get into one like this. You can get into Toeside row like this, and that's the most comfortable way I find it. So for this trick, just be comfortable standing in both rails, depending on which one you want to learn. I'm going to do Toeside rail 360 flip out first, and then I'll do Heelside rail, and you can skip to Heelside rail with a timestamp in the description. Once you're in Toeside rail, you want to take your back foot and put it in the back pocket near the wheel. You want to put pressure on your foot and push down, jump up, and scoop your foot and push it forward. You want to have your weight leaning back when you jump up so the board doesn't go behind you when you land on it. As you can see, my back foot is pushing down and scooping the board. If you look closely, my toes are grabbing the edge of the grip tape and throwing it around in a 360 flip motion. Go into more detail. When you're doing it, your toe will be putting down pressure and scooping the board like this. So your toe is touching the side and throwing it around. And it does. 360 flip motion. So think of it that way. You're putting pressure on the board so the front end comes up, and then you push down so the board goes in like a kickflip motion, and your toe drags along the grip tape to flip the board in a 360 flip motion. When your foot on here, you want to be leaning backwards, so when you jump up, the board will go forward, and instead of you landing in front of the board, you land on it and bolts so you don't slip out and get hurt. So all together, once you're up in rail, you want to put your foot in the back pocket. You want to put pressure on it, lean back, and jump up. Once you jump up, your toe will drag along the board, pushing forward, causing the board to do a 360 flip rotation. Okay, now for Heelside rail 360 flips. Note that this trick usually does a 360 flip with a triple board flip or 360 with a double board flip. It's really hard just to do a single flip, but either way it's still a 360 flip variation. Note that the closer your foot is to the wheel, the more flips it will do and less shove rotation it will have. The further away it is from the wheel, the more shove it will have and less flips. Note that it will also mostly do a tray double flip, 360 double flip, and not just a 360 single flip. As you can see, I'm putting pressure down on my back foot and pushing down and scooping forward, causing the board to do a 360 and a double rotation. I didn't get the full 360 because I suck at skateboarding. I also recommend to have variable double flips out of rail down too. And to go into more detail for this one too, when you have your back foot on, you want to push down and you do a shove it rotation. You want to do a shove rotation, but with your foot farther back on the tail and not closer up. The closer it is up here, the more flip it will do, but the less spin it will do. So if you put it back here, you can scoop it forward, and you'll have to drag it on that. You just have to do a kind of a shove rotation and jump up pretty high so the board can do the full rotation 360 and land. Expect to land on the board always. If you don't expect to land on the board, you will slip out, so expect to land bolts, and if you don't land bolts, the board will land upside down at primo or rail, and you gotta fall, or if you stabilize it, you can just stay there and do a cool trick. So all together, once you're in Heelside rail, you want to put your foot in the back of the board farther down. You want to do a 360 shove rotation, scoop really hard, and jump really high up. Wait till the board flips around, and always expect to land so you land on the board and you don't slip out. This one is kind of sketchy, but it's probably my best one I've ever done. Anyways, that's how you do those tricks. They're really fun tricks. Once you get the hang of them, you just have to practice them. You can choose whatever one you want. And I just recommend going out there and practicing it. I can give you more tips, and I can make a part 2 if it really is a struggle for anyone. But I think you just go out there and try these tips, try the trick, and just try to form it for you, because everyone does tricks differently. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.